Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 21st of February. With McShane, we're working our way through the book of Job. Today we read chapter 21, one of Job's speeches as he responds to what his friends had said. Now, his friends had been suggesting that God is a just God and he blesses good people and he sends bad things to bad people. And therefore they're saying to Job, maybe you should repent, turn back to God, seek him again, because clearly you must have done something bad. And Job's response is, that's not true. We don't see this. It's not like that. Verse 7, he says, why do the wicked live on, growing old and increasing in power? They see their children established around them, their offspring before their eyes. Their homes are safe and free from fear. The rod of God is not on them. And clearly he was looking around at the people and saying, I don't see them suffering. I see so many bad people relaxed and enjoying things. And it's not that they don't know about God, it's that they've rejected God. Verse 14, he says, yet they say to God, leave us alone. We have no desire to know your ways. Who is the Almighty that we should serve him? What would we gain by praying to him? So not only do these people, they don't only do bad things, but they actually stand against God. They reject God. And as I read that, I thought, oof, that's sounds very 21st century to me. Look around the world and you see that same sentiment all over the show. And clearly what the people then were saying is, well, maybe they'll get away from it, but God will visit it on their children. And Job responds to that as well. It is said, God stores up the punishment of the wicked for their children. Let him repay the wicked, so that they themselves will experience it. Let their own eyes see their destruction. Let them drink the cup of the wrath of the Almighty. For what do they care about the families they leave behind when their allotted months come to an end? He's saying, if it doesn't happen to them and it happens to their children, they don't care. And I think so often that is the case. And I must confess, I'm on Job with Job on this issue. We look around the world, and there are so many bad people who seem to be flourishing, and we so often see good people who seem to be struggling. And it'd be so easy if we could just draw a straight line. Do good, good things happen to you, get blessings, and we can see the blessings. Do bad, bad things happen to you, and it all comes out in the wash this side of the grave. But that's not the way it happens. And we see, like Job, so often, sometimes bad things happen to bad people, but very often good things happen to them as well. And we don't see the final justice working out here. But we hold on to the fact that justice will work out, that good people will be rewarded. Those who are children of God look forward to an eternity where there's no more suffering or crying, no tears, where they sit around the wedding supper of the Lamb and they feast with him, and they're with Lazarus at Abraham's side. We have all those pictures in eternity where the judgment works itself out. Likewise, the evil, the bad people, they might flourish and go their entire lives without any comeback, but they do also face an eternity. And if they have, like these people, rejected God, what do we want with you? Leave us alone, God. God does. And as they step into eternity, God leaves them alone as well. And they have an eternity away from God, away from love and joy and light and peace and all those things that are part of God's nature. So we take courage and strength from Job to keep going, even when things are going wrong. We don't think that it's God's judgment on us. Certainly we look and see, is there something I need to learn? But we recognize that this is the way life works out. And we certainly don't, like Job's friends, point fingers at people and say, oh, you're doing bad, you're suffering, you must have done something. That's not the case. So be encouraged to hang on to God, to keep walking with him, and know that he is with us. And ultimately, we are blessed.